Breeze now on first down. It's complete. Flater, right side. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Breeze now. They go screen. This is Ingram. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Another pistol look here. A play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. Backing up. And his throw is incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play, because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Now Breeze on 3rd down. He's got time. And this is going to be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And 4th down coming up. Now Kai Forbath to try the field goal for New Orleans. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And Forbath will put this one through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good, but you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Saints defense getting ready here, heading back onto the field. They got the stop last time that resulted in a punt, and then it resulted in 3 for their offense.
And this is one time where the defense won't get credit for creating points, but that's exactly what they did. All right, forced them into a punt, turned it over to their offense, and guess what? Points went on the board.
Points were on the board, 3 of them. Now they'll be looking for another stop. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
2nd down following the run. On 2nd down, Ryan. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Here's Matt Bosher now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Murphy now to return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
No, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And they'll begin this drive with C.J. Spiller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that a defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's 2 guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
Brought in left side by Snead. That one goes for 24 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out here in the eye. Breeze hands to Ingram. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. And on the tackle, Jonathan Babineau.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Ready, united. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. They come up with 1 back. That's Ingram. He'll get the football here. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Move it. Hey, just move it. Trip. Ready? 5-8.
Breeze now on 1st down. That's complete right around the 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Watch that end. Tight end right. Tight end right. Four down. Change. Yellow lady.
Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Now Forbath for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's Mark Ingram who caps it off with a touchdown run.